Now then, let's take a much closer look at the Rondoy jacket. I've got here a K-series Rondoy jacket. Now the Rondoy is a mountaineering jacket. It's the lightest of our full-on mountaineering jackets, and it's built for mountaineering expeditions and trekking, high altitude trekking expeditions up onto the 6,000 meter peaks and so on. So very, very good for Himalayan trekking up at 6,000 meters, and also the Andes, the Bolivian Andes and so on. For those mountains, the Rondoy is an absolutely superb piece of gear. It's also found favour with winter mountaineers climbing and so on in the Alps. So it's a very, very nice piece of kit. It's the lightest of the full-on mountaineering style jacket, and the K-series of course is filled with 1000 fillpower down. Now 1000 fillpower down is the highest quality down in the world. Our down is natural down, 100% pure goose down. It's a very, very high-end down, a very, very high-end quality down. There's no duck down in it. It's pure goose, and it's natural. It's not been treated with some sort of stiffeners or chemical enhancement treatments to change the down, make it stiffer or anything like that. This is pure natural down, and the reason we use that is because at these very, very high-end fill power ratings of down, we're looking for maximum loft for minimum weight, but we're also looking for longevity of the life of the down, and the natural downs give you the best longevity of the life of the down weight gear. The Rondoy is the lightest of the mountaineering jackets that we make, at approximately 500 grams for a size medium. Let's take a closer look at it. I'll run through the features. It's made, let's just look at the fabrics first. The outer fabric is Ultrashell. Ultrashell is a water resistant fabric. It's got a proofing on both sides of the fabric. It's got a DWR coating on the outer, and it's got a permanent sprayed on proofing on the under side of the fabric. Now that is sprayed on and it's permanent. It can't be rubbed off by the down. So it's a long-term proofing, it's breathable and water resistant, so very, very useful. Particularly good for where you've got conditions where you might get condensation in your tent, or condensation or cold, wet drips coming from the roof of a snow hole, or even where you're in conditions where it's warming a little and the snow is beginning to be damp. Then Ultrashell fabric on the outer gives you a big advantage. The inner fabric of the jacket is PhD's 10X fabric. It's a 10 denier, very lightweight fabric, and it's designed, it's windproof, totally windproof, downproof, and it's designed to be very, very light and allow the down to loft and drape around your body, come close to your body. So a very nice fabric on the inside. The down, as I say, is 1000 fillpower down. Let's have a look at the features. I'll just start with preventing cold air getting in, cold air ingress in the jacket. First of all, it's quite a long jacket. It comes down below the waist onto the tops of the hips, and it has a drop tail hem around the back of it to prevent cold air getting towards the lower back. It's got cord adjusters, 2 cord adjusters at the bottom of the hem to cinch it in around you. We've got Velcro cuffs. Now these cuffs are designed so you can tighten the cuff so you can get it quite close to your wrist, and a mitt can go over the top of the cuff, or alternatively it can be opened up and quite thick mitts and gloves and so on can go inside the cuff, so it's easily adjustable with that Velcro tab. And then just looking at the top of the collar here, the other place where cold air can get in. These 3 points are of always interest to me. Where can cold air get in? So the hem closes down, the cuffs close down, and the collar is down-filled and fleece lined, and it's a high collar to really seal out the cold around your neck. We've got a hood, a detachable hood actually. Not everybody wants a hood, they're not always convenient, are they? But we've got a large helmet size hood that is detachable. It can be zipped off from the jacket. I'll leave it on. Just looking at the hood, it's down filled, quite elaborate, very, very warm. There's a lot of down in there. It's got a chin guard at the front which is adjustable with Velcro, so it can be opened up or locked right down to really protect you in cold weather. we've got a volume reducer on the back of the hood just to get the hood to fit correctly. It's always the same, isn't it? When you're on a mountain and it's windy, the wind's always coming from the wrong direction. You need to adjust that hood to protect the side the wind's coming from and open up the side where the wind isn't, so you can get good vision. The front of the jacket, well, we've got a full length, let's just open it up. We've got a full length YKK zip, and it's a two-way zip, so you can adjust it. If you've got a harness on with a rope coming to you, you can adjust the zip, open it up a little bit so the harness, which the rope will always come to your stomach really, or just above your waist. So if you need to shorten the zip, you can open it up. There's a stud closure on the over baffle just to keep the jacket locked down. So if you are opening up the zip, just see if I can show you, if you open it up at the bottom, you can use the stud to still seal it in around you and get maximum protection from it. And it's protected by an insulated baffle. Now we just use velcro to tab it down, so it's what we call a one-touch system. You just adjust your zip or close your zip and then just tap it down and the system closes with velcro. And so that's well insulated. There's quite a lot of insulation on that baffle. Underneath we've got a second baffle, and that again is insulated, so really preventing any air getting inside the jacket there. Let's just have a look at the pockets. We've got 3 pockets. We've got 2 hand warmer pockets at waist level. By hand warmer, what I mean is when you put your hands inside, they go under the down. Now there's a lot of down here, and my hand instantly is warm, and that's because effectively the pocket takes you inside the garment. The pocket bag, you can't see it because there's a drop liner in front of it, but the pocket bag is there, that's my hand. So when you're using the pocket, your hand is actually going inside the jacket. So that makes that pocket very useful. And that's one of the critical details. It's always very useful if you've got a system of really getting a lot more warmth in your hands and your fingers. If your mitts aren't doing it, if your gloves are wet or something like that, these hand warmer pockets are absolutely super. And on the chest we've got another pocket. Now if these lower pockets are covered by your hip belt of your rucksack or a harness or something like that, if they're sort of closed so you can't use them very easily, it's great to have a pocket up on the chest. Now again, this is an insulated pocket, so it goes inside the jacket and under the down. It's a very good place to warm things up. So it's good for mitts and things like that, and hats and gloves and stuff like that. It's good for snacks, a bit of chocolate or something like that. But it's also very good for any battery equipment you've got, like a camera or GPS or something like that. If you're really trying to extend the life of the battery, get the most out of the battery life, a warm, accessible pocket like that is absolutely brilliant. Let's just have a look at the inside of the garment. There you go. I can show you an extra pocket there, and it's there, look. That is a zipped, it's a security pocket really. It's a zip pocket, and it's useful for stashing things like keys or wallet or something that you don't want to lose. But actually it's also very large, and it's big enough to put in a 1 litre Nalgene bottle. So if you've got a water bottle, something like a 1 litre Nalgene bottle, it will fit inside there. And that's very useful because it's under the down and it's preventing the water from freezing. So to keep your water drinkable and available to you, that's a very good pocket. Now you'll have seen just from looking at it, we've got this elastication on the inside of the garment. It's shearing elastic, what they call shearing elastic. It's an elasticated thread essentially, and that is done, you can see if I just stretch it out, it's just done on the inside of the jacket. So, and that is done to pull the jacket closer to you, to get it to drape closely around your shape. The way down works is if you get it very closely to you, it really warms up most effectively. If there's cold air spots inside it, you cool down. So it's designed to bring it in close to you, to your body, and get maximum warmth out of the garment. It's just done on the inside, not the outside, so it pulls the inner closer to your body, makes it warmer and more efficient. Okay, now if you have a look on the PhD product page, on the Rondoy product page, we offer several sizes, several colours of course, but several sizes of course, from extra small to extra large. We can do larger. If you need bigger, get in touch with us and we can always work something out and see if we can make you a much bigger one. But on the website you'll also see a custom size button on the website product page. Now in that, if you go onto that, you can then see some options where you're able to adjust the size of this garment. So if you want a longer length body or a shorter length body, you can select that on the website. And the same with the sleeves. If you've got very long arms and you want a longer sleeve, we can make it longer for you. That really helps just get exactly the right fit for you. And that's very important in mountaineering. You want to make sure you've got good coverage, but you don't want something that's big and baggy and overweight as well. If it's too big for you, carrying too much weight, you'd never needed to in the first place. So we offer this custom adjustment system where you can get it exactly how you want it. Okay, so that's a quick run through the Rondoy K-Series jacket. All right, cheers.